Hello and welcome back to another edition of Kayfabe Be the Booker, Portland Pacific Northwest edition. A couple of interesting things going on now. The Dutch Savage, Jimmy Snuka, the tag team champions feud looks good. The Piper versus Rocky Johnson, which has been ordered by the TV execs, that we get the title on Rocky Johnson. We've only got a couple of weeks to do that. Tonight will be, the main event will be Piper versus Johnson for the Pacific Northwest title. Prior to that, we'll have Dutch Savage and Jimmy Snuka backstage feuding. Rick Martel and Tom Zink versus Brooke Oliver and Al Madril. All those guys have some heat going between each other. Steve Regal versus Jonathan Boyd. Boyd has been surprisingly winning a lot of matches, so this will be a big step forward for him if he can beat Regal. Ventura and Stasiak versus Bull Ramos, and unfortunately I had Steiner scheduled with him, but he is a no-show, so Mr. Ebony will be taking his place. Ricky Vaughn versus Buddy Rose. Let's see if I can build Buddy Rose up a little bit. He hasn't had a lot of success lately. And in the opener, Top Gun versus Sheik Ali Hassan.
Also brought to you by Tom Peterson's, with two great stores to serve you, both at Southeast 82nd and Foster Road.
Minute 40 in, they're at 2 stars. The crowd's digging it okay. By 7 minutes in, the crowd's hating it. 9 minutes, it's one of the worst matches we've had. Ends in a no contest 10-minute draw. Absolutely terrible match, by far the worst. Sheik wants to go face instead of that. Just doesn't make any sense for him to be a face. Ricky Vaughn versus Buddy Rose. Buddy Rose picks up the win really fast. Ends up not picking up. Ebony, Mr. Ebony talking about Bull Ramos joining forces with him. Probably have Steiner included in that group. Have like a 3-man faction, maybe add match goes over really well. There. Stasiak wants to team with Ventura. I think that's a great idea. Stasiak is actually not moved up the card. He's now up to the main status. Boyd and Regal. 4 minutes in, we're getting close to 3 stars. Had a really good match. Regal picks up the win. Got 2 stars. And here's the Martel Zink Oliver Madril match. The win as well, he should have. Trying to build up Madril, maybe move him up the card a little bit. Now the Dutch Savage Jimmy Snuka argument backstage begins. Savage wins the backstage brawl. Now the title match, Piper versus Rocky Johnson. Rocky Johnson cuts a promo trying to build up some heat between the two. Does a good job with that. Surprising, the match has super high potential. So maybe the TV execs know something that I don't, because they have plans for Rocky Johnson. Brett Sawyer interjects, which he helps. It looks like it's going to be over there, but Rocky Johnson kicks out. They're 4 stars, 10 minutes in. Johnson destroyed. Made a little bit of a comeback, but Piper retains the title, and I've only got a week now
Live
to get the
from
title
Portland
on
Sports
Rocky
Arena,
Johnson.
this has been Portland Wrestling.
Piper liked Sawyer's interference, so agreed to have him, those two working together. We re-signed Larry Hennig. I moved up to 5th in the television rankings. Not something I normally am concerned with, but Piper and Brett Sawyer together wasn't that great an idea. It's hurt Piper a little bit. So Bull Ramos was named Employee of the Month, and yet when they were all going to court, where Ramos feels like we've hurt his career. The judge agrees with Bull Ramos. We have to fork out $50-something thousand to him, 52. So for our pay-per-view, we've got a power failure, so it's going to be dark tonight. We're going to continue on with it. Again, we've got to somehow get the title on Rocky Johnson, and I'll have to figure out exactly how we're going to do that. Ricky Vaughn was wanting me to kick out Jesse Ventura. He can't stand being around him. I told Vaughn that wasn't going to happen, so Vaughn is left for the night. 12,710 on hand, so we'll see how the pay-per-view works out tonight.